Ah, excellent, excellent. Yes. Moment of peace. There we go. Moment of respite. Ah, there we go. Oh, huh? Oh, shit. I didn't see you there. I like to think I'm funny, okay? This is a spring edition energy drink. Red Bull. 0 calories, 0 sugar. No alcohol today. Here, let me just get a little bit taller for you. Just a little bit. Just got the funny. I'm hilarious consistently. I've always been funny. Here, let me just sit with you at the bar. There we go. It's been a hot minute since I've properly screwed around with the technology. Forgive me. Just been a little bit out of it recently. A little bit 2D, a little bit flat. Lots of Midas broadcasting and just random shit. Some fucking syndicasts. Been doing syndicasts. Messing with VR. Been sick, of course. Why are my hands doing that? Of course. We're starting off the broadcast strong. As always. Ah. How's your 2 weeks been, guys? Or week plus? I don't know. When was the last time we did one of these properly? Too long. Oh, my tracking is atrocious. What the hell? It was fine literally 30 seconds ago. All right. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Jesus Christ. Am I gonna have to live fuck, I gotta turn off my hands. I gotta turn off my hand tracking because this is bad. Oh, you can't even see my face motion. This is okay. Okay. Whoa! Okay. Yeah, alright. I guess we're going squashed bug mode. For just a moment. Okay, you guys are gonna see this. I'll keep talking while I'm fixing this. So, how was your week? Ugh. Okay, technical difficulty. So I bleached my hair this week and it didn't fucking work. Hold on. Oh. Well, we're kind of getting face tracking. Sort of. Something. Mom, pick me up, I'm scared. Okay, model, yes. No, I know what I'm gonna use. Bifacial mocap. Yes. Yes, okay. Setting up. Oh, no, keep current background. Okay. Done. Excellent. Okay, so my head is moving again. That's better. Now I just need to fix my broken and battered body. Why am I lying down? I mean, I'll take it. Sure, let's lie on the counter together. I really don't feel like figuring out why this is busted right now. This is all kinds of absurdity. All right, yeah, we can lay down on the alcohol counter together. Welcome, my horrible drinking buddies. You know how your mother would always tell you to go find somebody that's well-adjusted? Well, I'm getting very good at adjusting myself very well. Okay. I think it's actually very appropriate to be sitting beside 2 shots. Alright, let's catch up on chat, because I haven't been able to see chat this whole time. Top of the screen is a mirror? Okay, what's going on here? Can't drink today. I'm not drinking, I promise. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I'm built different. I'm built wrong. This week has been exquisite. Excellent. Looking a little discombobulated. I mean, I'm doing my best. I mean, that isn't saying a lot because my best is negligible. Thought no alcohol today. There's no alcohol. I'm just chillaxing. Besides 2 conveniently placed shot glasses. I'm not here for well-adjusted. I'm here for off-angled gut punches. Thank you, Enix, somebody, for the $9.99. Let's catch up with Supas real quick now that I'm adjusted. There we go. That's better. 1 double Cointreau ginger ale, please. Coming right up. I'm just gonna relax for a little bit first, though. Ombre, thank you for the 5. Thank you for the 300 ARS Beast 5. Hey, first ever super chat goes to our golden girl. Hope stream goes well, and we missed you plenty. Oh. Well, why would you miss me, huh? I'm a pretty big target. I'm actually, I glow. If you're missing me, then I think you need to practice your aim. Alright, jokes aside, we are so back. I finally managed to catch a Midas stream. If she's being normal, I'm out. The fuck? Being normal! See, the shots aren't alcohol. They're femboy. That's putrid. How countries are just buying? It's pretty bad. You know, just before broadcast started, like this teenager, I think she was a teenager, came to the front door and got into a pissing match with my dad. Like, they were screaming at each other. And so, like, I was considering just holding off on broadcast for 5 more minutes to see how it ended. She was, like, collecting, like, charity donations for wells in Africa or something. And my dad was going on and on and on and on about how certain New World Order organizations actually siphon all of the charity money, and he was making her cry. It was quite something, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. So, yesterday I was like, okay, I want to bleach my hair white. Base dad. I don't know if my dad's base, but he's definitely terrifying. So, yesterday I wanted to bleach my hair white. I've been wanting to bleach my hair white for a while. And, are my irises not moving? That's okay. Anyway, I've been wanting to bleach my hair white for a while. And I thought, okay, well, today's the day to do it. So I went into town. I almost said the name of the fucking town. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna fix my eyes real quick. Breathing animation. Eye weight. Body weight clamp. Head weight. Motion capture. Where's my fucking eyeballs? Do I not have eyeballs? No, I know I have eyeballs. I use them all the time. Okay, this is simple. Oh, I have to go into fucking track. I'm stupid. I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid. Cut me some slack. I'm stupid. You'd think that I'd get better at this after a while. There we go. My eyes are back. Okay, so. OPSEC Midas, OPSEC, you have a syndicate to run. Anyway. So. I wanted to bleach my hair. So I go into town. We drive out an hour, and I go to the closest hair place. And I'm like, what products would you recommend? Because I've just been box bleaching my hair this whole time, and I'm kind of blonde, but I want to go white. And the woman at the counter takes one look at me, and she looks at my hair, and she just goes, no, don't. And I'm like, excuse me? And she's like, don't. No. To which I responded with immediately, okay, but hypothetically, if I was going to ignore your warning and do it anyway, what would you recommend? And she said again, I would recommend that you don't, but if you do, this will keep your hair from falling off of your head. And she handed me a bottle of some sort of, like, I don't know, some magic fucking potion that's supposed to keep your hair sturdy, and it smells like birthday cake. It's really nice. And so I said, thank you, I got it. And then I went to the drugstore next door, and I got more box bleach. And I got, like, the super fancy box bleach that is supposed to make your hair white. And I got the toner and the purple shampoo. I was very excited. And, you know, then I went and I made a tweet going, guys, I'm going white! Of course, everybody responded with, wow, white too? That's crazy. Anyway, long story short, nothing burger of a story. My hair is not white. I tried it, and I'm just blonder now. I think one more round it should do, but I was so pissed. But yeah, a nothing burger of a story. Just warming up. Just chattering. Why do I get the impression when that girl told you not to do it, you wanted to do it more? Look. I really want white hair. Okay? Baldness incoming. In your dreams, look, if I ever became bald, that would actually make me even more powerful, because then I would start collecting wigs. And once I have wigs, it's over for everyone. Really. Honestly, truly. Because if I can change my hair every single day, you best believe it's going with every outfit. Did you try adjusting the hue and saturation? Shut the fuck up. Midas goes bald, becomes cosplay queen. Am I the cosplay queen, Rima? That's crazy. Why not silver hair? I mean, silver is also nice, but snowy white hair is peak. It's peak. And you know what? White hair, silver hair, everybody, well, most people will get it eventually, but it only looks sexy when you're young. When you're old, it's a curse and you have to circumvent it, or you have to do your best to work with what you got. But when you're young and it's intentional, that shit fucks, okay? Midas, if you want white hair, you already... Okay, no. Didn't expect Midas would cut my throat today. Get cut, auntie. I'm hanging out with too many weirdos. It's auntie, not auntie. What do you think I am? Some sort of British prick? Some Australian cunt? With a pretentious accent? Here we go. Wait, do I have my boots on? No, I don't. Hold on. There we go. Some older people can pull it off, just saying. Yeah, well. Do I look like I care? I'm not old people. Wait, Midas, why are you laying down? You ever hear the phrase, why don't get up, stop being so pessimistic? What, are you just gonna go lay down and die? The answer for me is, if there's alcohol involved, yes, I will lay down and die. Also, it's because my hand tracking isn't working, so we're just being a little chillax today, okay? Be careful not to upskirt yourself. Bitch! I'm wearing shorts. I'm wearing shorts for a reason. I can literally toggle my skirt off. You got nothing on me. I hold all the cards here. Is that whiskey or rum? Permaban. Some of your community has been coming to my community and saying that we need to collaborate. Do we need to collaborate, Permaban? Would Midas panties be the classic Japanese striped ones, but black and yellow? No, Midas would have boxers. Midas would have boxers. And if Midas was forced to wear sexy lingerie, it would probably just be, like, obnoxious, like, black lace, like, shit. You know? Victoria's Secret black lace shit. None of that thong nonsense. If you're gonna wear underwear, wear underwear. Like, I never understood thongs. I get, like, that there's technically sex appeal to it, but they cover nothing, and they just look so uncomfortable. I don't trust anybody that casually wears thongs, because here's the thing about femoids, is that they're TMI, disgusting, ew, yuck, but they discharge daily, right? Their special zones have acid, quite literally, that burns through their underwear. So if you're wearing a thong, it's not protecting your clothing from your discharge. You're literally burning a hole in your pants or whatever, or your acid bleaching, like, because that's just how it is, right? No. 0 out of 10. You came here for overshare, you're getting overshare. Jesus Christ, there's xenomorphs all over. Look, why do you think women disgust me? Why do you think I don't trust them? Why do you think my tagline is so caustic it'll kill you? Yeah? It's because there's literal truth to it. Quite genuinely, pH levels down there are meant to, what's it called? Keep things healthy, right? Keep it so that you don't, like, get mold or you don't get diseases or anything. But because of the high acid level, it also means that it is quite literally like a low-level bleaching agent. Like, if, hypothetically, if, from everything that I've heard, if you stick, let's say, an organ in there and you let it sit there, it would actually start to burn and it would start to sting because of the acid levels. I wouldn't know, but I've heard that, and I believe it 100%. It's a daily thing, just thought during the periods? No, periods is blood discharge. Regular discharge is like... This is really gross. Do we really want to keep talking about this? I don't like the SFM video angle. Fucking gooners in my chat. Disgusting. Nope, I would rather hear about... rather hear about other things other than anatomy. Can't be me, that's crazy. Knew I was a femboy for a reason. Real. Femboy is true peak, honestly. They don't have to deal with any of that baggage. My fucking boots are gone again. What the hell? Oh, and there goes my shirt. There we go. Now we're cozy. You are the only female we interact with. We need to know. That's crazy. Anyway, Perma, I missed your response if you had one because I got too busy talking about nasty shit. Any thought about the new Angel Boys and Panty Stocking Season 2? Holy shit. I don't know if you saw me on Twitter lose my mind, but... Oh, they are brilliant. They are brilliant. You know what? Why don't we leave the Why don't we leave the bar? Let's go, like, lay down under the stars together. I think that's cute. I also need to fix the camera so it stops moving with my head because this is really jarring and I hate it. I promise this will be the last time we do any adjustments on broadcast, okay? Well, at least today. Meow-wee! Oh, and I'm in space. Where am I? Ah, yes, I'm by the trash. Excellent. Pixie would really love that. I hate this. I want to go to my car. I need to go to my car. There we go. We are in the, this is, okay, this is getting to be a little bit bullshit, I'm going to have to say. What does it take to just get some goddamn peace and quiet on the back of my car? There we go. Excellent. Now to fix the camera. Orbit character. Well, that's why. That's better. Now I can just move it with my mouse. And it won't be really jolty and disgusting. Excellent. But yeah, no, panty and stocking with garter belt. New announcement of 2 brand new femboys. Peak. Every man should make love to his woman on the back of a car at least once. I wouldn't know. Any of you troglodytes make my vehicle filthy. I'm actually gutting every single one of you. Oh, alright? Like, just keep your shit away from my car. You wouldn't know, but you could imagine. Exactly. Finally, Midas has a car. Exactly, Darkness. Okay, but imagine fucking a femboy in the back of a car. Yeah, I'm listening. Midas, what is the difference between a gooner and a goonette? Presentation. Like you know, how Megamind says the difference between a villain and a supervillain is presentation. That's the same principle. Drive this car to the car wash with you on top. LMG! Leave me alone. So why is this YouTube tab taking up 3 gigabytes of RAM? What are you talking about? Midas needs a femboy chauffeur. Ah, yes. I love objectifying femboys. You see, I can't objectify women because you can't objectify something that's already an object. You see, objects can't be objectified. They can only be personified. People can be objectified. Animals can be objectified because they are not objects. They are creatures. Women, on the other hand, they could be personified. As someone that's a gooner and a classic car owner, I'm not staining my original upholstery on my seats. We'll do it somewhere else. Ah, interesting. Perverted women are 10 times scarier than perverted men, as any goth or even any chick. Interesting. Sorry, I was using your tile. What? You guys are moving too fast. Pretty sure animals can be personified. In fact, I think there's a whole community dedicated to that. Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you, Joe? Hmm? Hmm? Whoa, hey! I'm sorry, I really shouldn't be firing off shots at you. Leave Joe alone. I'm sorry, it was an easy joke. The Joe Oak. You're acting like you'd be the top in the relationship? I'd like to think, despite my lack of experience, that I would top in any relationship. Genuinely. No matter what kind of person I end up with. Genuinely, I think I have it in me. Thank you, LMG, for not saying Jover. Of course, LMG didn't say it's Jover, because he's canvassing his options. Yeah, I deserve to be shot for that one. Yeah, miss, I want to be choked out. Hey, look, you can be a top and also want to live life on the edge a little. I have a laser pistol I could use. That way you won't die once I pull the trigger. Fascinating. Doctor's in the house. Hey, Para! I need a doctor! Get your ass over here! Pull my lungs out! Hello! Hello, Raiders. Raiders of the Lost Clinic. And how's my favorite doctor doing? Makes sense you would pass. Oh, can I fire? I can't read what you're saying. My eyes are kind of blurred. Give me a second. But yes, tell me how your stream was going. Think I got a spare set of lungs. Oh, thank fuck. New lung fund. Shut up. Tuberculosis is a serious issue, guys. Mafia 1? Damn. Mafia 1 implies the existence of Mafia 2. Yeah. I thought that, you know, the existence of the Mafia was substantial enough on its own. They made a sequel. Midas, if you were a worm, would you still be a VTuber? What kind of bullshit woman-ass question is that? I have genuinely only heard girls ever ask that question. Would you love me if I'm a worm? And I mean that, like, genuinely, like, in a clinical study kind of way. I have never, ever heard a guy go, would you love me if I was a worm? Or, would you still be my friend if I was a worm? Or, I'd be a worm? Why is that? Like, I know that it appeals to emotion and not logic, but, like, I feel like, at least these days, more than usual, there are guys out there that are capable and do definitely frequently, you know, lean more on their emotive side. So it's not like they're so stupid they don't understand the quarry. Man equivalent is if, would you love me if I was jobless? Christ. Midas, would you be my friend if I were a worm? Would you love us if we were worms? That's crazy. We don't ask because we already know that we would. Ah, interesting. Would you love me if I was a woman, Midas? LMG? No, but I would objectify you. So, I mean, that's the closest you'll get. Would you... Yeah, guy, questions are more like, would you love me if I bought a lifted shirt? Now you're just sounding like my brother. guys are too busy daring each other to touch electric fences and the like. On God, genuinely, peeing on electric fences has always been something that I've been so curious about because I live out in the middle of nowhere and we do farming and we do have electric fences, like at my auntie's farm. Not where we were, but at my auntie's, because she actually has like animals, right? Now, I have always, like, it genuinely, since day one, I've always wondered, if you pissed on an electric fence, would the electricity, like, stream just go straight up? Or is there clean breaks between tube piss? I'll call it tube piss. Because I know there's clean breaks, like, with non-tuber piss. I'm really calling it that, aren't I? But, like, is it a continuous flow, or is it, like... Because if it's continuous, you'd get, like, electrocuted, I'd assume. Mythbusters tested the electric fence thing. Do I look like somebody that watches Mythbusters? No, I'm somebody that learns from experience. What did I just click into? I'm sorry, the Kuro Kenshi. Would you love me if I was schizophrenic? Yes, I would love every single one of you. Growing up in the New York City area, we always had a similar superstition on the third rail of the subways. Interesting. You wouldn't really get electrocuted. There are shower head. Okay. What did I walk in on? Hello, Junda. Yes, you look exactly like someone who watches Mythbusters. Oh, go kill yourself. How dare you? Why would you say such a thing to me? Would you love me if I was part of your imagination? I don't even love myself in my imagination. I don't have room for anyone in there. Then we would all be Pippa Lamau. How you doing, Necro? I see you in chat. Maybe Firefly? My older sister tried to get me to watch Firefly. I think she got me to watch one episode. I don't know anything else about it. Is it just one episode? I don't know. Who up busting they myths? Ugh, I'm gonna bust my myth. Ugh. Speaking of getting electrocuted, I actually did electrocute myself with a toaster, not in bath water, not in water at all, but just raw dog, like touching a toaster, getting electrocuted. And I mean, like, not like a tiny little jolt, but I mean like a full-on, like, up my arm body shock where it left my hand burnt. I mean, I guess maybe that's just considered a jolt. Tank pacer, stop what? I'm wearing no headphones. I'm so lost as to what you guys are talking about, genuinely. What? Did you die? Oh, genuinely, I have no idea. Did chat just, like, bork? Like, what's going on? Would you love me if I was a sad bee, Midas? No. Okay. I'm a former welder. You never get used to the feeling of electricity in your arms when you take welding. Oh my god. There was a kid in high school who, we had, like, a metal shop. Because we had a metal shop, which was interesting for our town. We used to be, like, a town that did a lot of, what's it called? Not sports. The opposite of sports. Something useful to society. Trades. We were a trades town for a long time. And so because of that, we still had a little bit of infrastructure. So our high school of 200 kids had a fully stocked wood shop and metal shop. And in our metal shop, there was like a car hoist, and there was 2 welders, and there was a crucible. It was pretty cool. So I did a lot of metal work back in high school. Now, I remember the guy that I hated. He was in the welding booth one day, and he welded over the power cable, and we all heard the fireworks. That was great. Oh, and LMG is right. Everybody, pre-order a wiggle pin. Pre-order a wiggle pin. I'm so excited about the wiggle pins, guys. It was bizarre being able to actually reach the threshold where the pre-order was fully fulfilled, let alone all of the extra stuff fulfilled. Like, the more pre-orders we get, the more I get to work with her in the future, so it's pretty exciting. But yeah, the wiggle pins, they glow in the dark. Everything that's yellow goes bright blue. You got zapped by me. Went too hard on me, Midas. Would you love me if I drew on your car with a spray can? Depends what you draw. It's already funded. Wish it was a normal item. Okay, so for those who pre-order, you are guaranteed the item when it ships out in like 2 months. And once the pre-order closes, because we reached the goal, there will actually be some pins stocked in the shop. You have to reach a minimum or like threshold of a certain amount to be able to get stickers, and then you have to reach another threshold to be able to actually have them produce more than the pre-order. And we reached that threshold, so there will be some in stock in shop once the pre-orders actually ship out, but the only way to guarantee one is to pre-order. Anyway, I was talking about electrocuting myself with the toaster. Right. So we had an old silver toaster, and it had an open exposed wire, and I was a kid that never really grasped, I wasn't very situationally aware, and the toaster was plugged in, and, it was doing its toaster thing, and I went to pull the wire out of the wall to, unplug the toaster and put it away. But I grabbed where the exposed wire was, and I had the full force of the electrical current that was coming from the wall into the wire go up my arm, and I woke up on the floor. Human flesh smells like ham. Oh my god, the toaster's here.
Peter, the toaster's here.
You are very durable. I was a very chunky and beefy child. I was fat. I was strong. I was built like a little dwarf shithead. I stepped on a rusty screw when I was 5, and I didn't even feel it, but it went all the way through the bottom of my heel. Had to get my tetanus shot. It was kind of scary, but I got to watch The Simpsons on my brother's, at the time, it was very technologically advanced, iPod. It was the one with the scroll wheel, and he had like 3 episodes of The Simpsons downloaded, so when I was waiting in the emergency room, I remember being so excited because I was finally allowed to touch his very special iPod that nobody was ever allowed to touch. It's a very special day for me. How do you not feel that shit? Because I was built like a fucking brick. That's how. Yeah. No. And it was specifically the episode of The Simpsons. I don't remember much of what happened, but I remember at one point, Marge, I think, is in like the red station wagon, and she's trying to not pay toll fines or something, and she drives over a bunch of tire spikes, like multiple times, and I remember her driving over the tire spikes and going, hey, that just happened to me! Yeah. I used to have one of those iPod Nanos. I loved the shit out of that. Bought it with my own money. And I had every episode of Tokyo Ghoul on there, even though the screen was like the size of a matchbox. And I'm not talking about the shuffles, the little squares with no screen. I'm talking about the Nanos, the little. They look like micro iPhones. Yeah, no, and I would watch every episode over and over and over and over again during my Tokyo Ghoul phase. And I also had all of the Welcome to Night Vale podcast on there. All one season of Tokyo Ghoul. No, I had every season of Tokyo Ghoul. Like, that thing had a lot of storage. It was actually pretty beefy. I think, honestly, to this day, if I had one of those, I would still use it. It holds up really well. Okay, let's catch up on supers real quick. Man, Midas is pretty. God, I wish women were real. Thank you for the 2 smelly mayo. What a goddamn name. As someone who's pissed on an electric fence before, don't. Okay, but just like the hair situation, that makes me want to do it more. Thank you for the 2 Mia Inskeep. Your terrarium would be so lit, babe. What do you mean, my terrarium? Oh, speaking of, actually, my sister's pet snake recently died. The one named Rex, the boa constrictor. It had some sort of black sludge coming out of its mouth. Apparently that is fairly common for like a certain kind of fungal sickness that they can get. There's like a 50-50 chance that they survive, but it was also getting really old, so it was near the end of its lifespan. Very tragic. We had a little funeral for Rex. I did love that snake. It was a good snake. Very delicate, sweet snake. I love snakes. I adore snakes. I would love to have a snake of my own, but I've got too many other animals to take care of. And up until this point, we also had a snake already, so why have another one? I think if I was ever living alone, if I had one pet living alone, it might be like a milky white snake. Or I guess crowbar could come with me. Crowbar or snake, give or take. God, my heart jumped for a second. I thought I said something wrong, but I didn't. Okay. Money blast. Thank you, Mia Inskeep. Oh, 100%. Thongs are uncomfortable, even as a dude. Unfortunately, I can't find black men's lace panties in non-thong G-string style. Also, Midas branded panty merch when? Umbre, thank you for the 10. If you can. Here's the thing. You know what? It's so easy to DIY. So easy to DIY. You can buy black lace at this point from any dollar store. You can DIY something. Come on now. You seem to use Mythbusters as instructions more than not. Thank you for the 5. Knight 121. Is there any Mythbusters episodes you guys want me to try? That might be fun.
You got zapped by me. You went too hard on me, Midas.
You get fucked. Thank you, Flying Toaster, for the 5. Okay, but Midas, yes, Umbre. Would you love me if I tied you up and fed you rum-flavored desserts and expensive whiskey? Thank you for the 5. I think I'd love anybody who did that to me. And finally, to catch up, Marcus Paolo. Thank you for the 10R. What's up, Midas? Occasional lurker here. Saw your Avenged Sevenfold cover the other day that inspired me to make and post my own covers again. Thank you for your hard work. That's awesome. I'm curious what you sang. Try any episodes that involve a car. Okay, I don't have cars just laying around, except for the one that I'm lying on right now, that I can test car experiments with. What's your top ick on a person? Friend-wise, partner-wise, coworker-wise, except, I don't know, you choose. Thank you, Vindigo, for the 5. Okay, first off, calling something an ick is cringe, and oh, my fingernail just fell off. It's a press-on. It's a press-on nail. But yeah, that was uncomfortable. Just peeled off. Huh. It's a press-on. It's not my real nail. Don't worry. Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, ick. Midas, just give me money. Now. Good, thought you were molding. Bro just casually had necrosis on her finger. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. No. An ick. I hate the term ick. It's so reductive. And people say ick for all sorts of goddamn things these days. some bitches have ick lists for things that are totally innocent, and it bothers me. I have things that bother me, but ick implies like, guttural disgust. No, things that bother me? Unwashed. If you are unwashed, genuinely. And I suppose not attempting to control your acne. There's a difference between having acne but actively trying to control it, and having acne and not trying at all. You can tell, because when you're actively trying to control it, you don't have a bunch of, like, typically a lot of oil on your face, even if you have a lot of acne. Sometimes you have red spots from where you've been picking at it. Sometimes you have pimple patches, all that. If you have acne but you're trying, that's fine. But if you have acne and you've given up entirely, that is very repulsive and repugnant. Do you know why? Because I've been there, and I know how it feels, I know how it looks, and I know how other people look at me, and I know that I look at them the same way. It is a judgment from a place of knowledge. Smelly, unwashed people are a rare but disturbing type. Oh, absolutely. Like, I don't know, just grease, being greasy, but like in a not working kind of way, right? Like if you're greasy, smelly, and dirty because you just had a 10-hour shift off the oil rig, who gives a shit? That's fine. Pop in the shower, you're good to go. If you're greasy, smelly, dirty because you haven't showered in 3 weeks, that is a very different kind. And people can tell the difference typically. But if you're naturally a very sweaty person, as long as you're trying to mitigate it, like, again, if you're actively doing your best, it is usually pretty obvious. You should try buying toners, to be honest. Toners can thoroughly clean your face. For my birthday, I got myself some special face wash. Again, all through high school, even into my early adulthood, this is gonna be a gross confession. I never washed my face. Ever. Ever. Like, never, ever. Only time it would ever get washed is in the shower, because I was like, well, what's the point? It won't change anything going on my face. Yeah, no, after washing my face for, like, a month now, I get it now. I get it now. I get why people do this. And my judgment for people who don't wash faces has gone up significantly. Like, get something and just wash it daily. Once at the end before you go to bed. Don't have to do it in the morning. You don't have to do whatever. Literally, like, 5 minutes before you go to bed, just slap that shit on, scrub it down, let it sit, rinse it off, jump in bed. That's it. Do you have a really dry face? No, I have a really oily face, a really gross acne face. By the way, why do you have such big ass eyes? You know, to see you with something. Please tell me how it feels because I never wash my face. Convince me. It's just throwing water in your face, right? Well, no. Now, the difference before and after is before, like, it didn't really, like, even if you're not feeling like you're oily and you feel like your skin's dry, if your face is dirty, it's indescribable. You actually have to do it with, like, a cleanser or something, or a soap. I can't tell you how it feels beforehand. All I can tell you is how it feels after. And after you feel it, it's like anything that was in your pores, like acne-wise, it feels like it is, like, lifted out and it is left, like, emptiness there, and your face is a lot drier and it feels almost sharp and clean, like a minty, like when you chew gum. And it doesn't last for a super long time, just like a minute or two. But if you achieve that minty feeling, then some of the blackheads actually get smaller. Like not like the first wash, but by the second wash, like, they're smaller. And by the second week, like, I have like the sebum on my nose. Like I had really, really bad blackhead acne in the corners of my nostrils. It's basically almost gone, which is fucking insane to me because I would spend hours of my life every day just picking at my acne, trying to clear out my blackheads, just convinced that I had really bad luck. But no, I just needed to wash my goddamn face. Now, the whiteheads don't go away. They're still really painful and deep because I think that's more of like a cystic issue and more hormonal. But that, I think it changes more with diet and exercise than the actual washing. But no, if you have bad blackheads, deep-rooted, like, pore shit, just get rid of it. Black kids, Midas, Vindigo, you know exactly what I was talking about. Shut the fuck up. Well, I don't have a very oily face, but sure, I'll try. Give it a shot. Are you in a car or on a very awkward therapy couch? Why not both? Deodorant instead of bath shower smells like shit in a forest. Just what my parents told me. And what I've started doing is sometimes I will just do what the kids call an everything shower. Now, there's a difference between a shower and an everything shower. A shower is you're washing your body, basically. All the cracks, crevices, everything between. Just you're getting clean. Maybe you're doing your hair. An everything shower is where you do all of that and you exfoliate your skin with like a harsh brush to rub off your dead skin cells. And you shave all of your body hair and you use any cleansers and acne washes, right? So whenever I shower, now I'm doing like, I'm washing my face in the shower with the lotion, the acne scrub. And so like, it feels like a lazy way of doing it, but it works excellently. Getting therapy while on the back of a sports car sounds kind of sick. If I ever get rich, this is how I'm going to therapy. I'm paying my therapist to do therapy like this with me. How hard do I have to scrub to remove the ugly? Just lightly enough to make it like minty fresh, and then you do it over an extended period of time. I think I've gone from a strong 2 to a solid 3.5 over the span of since my birthday, even though I'm sick, purely because I'm eating less and I am washing my face. I am genuinely face washing's biggest glazer now. Don't forget to exercise. Well, don't go that far. Okay, I am sort of trying a bit more to exercise. It's difficult. It's a habit building thing, right? Bitch, don't round up. Shut up. Translation, she's an 8 now. If I was an 8, I would face cam stream. I would face cam stream if I was an 8, genuinely. I would rake that shit in. If I was an 8, I would phone it in. I would be insufferable. No. I'm more honest than that. Why do a lot of girls not want to be chubby and want to be thin? Some girls are actually very happy with being chubby. Some are more insecure. And some would rather be wiry thin. I am somebody who's incredibly insecure about being overweight. And my ideal body type for myself is a little bit of ass and no boob. And pencil arms and pencil legs. Probably because I'll never achieve that body type, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. People want what they can't have. Keep it up and you'll make it to 5 in no time. My goal is to brute force a way to a 6. Genuinely, I think by Offkai, I can brute force my way into faking a 6. Because I think one of the 3 days of Offkai, I'm going to openly try and, be easy to find for duders like you guys. And on that day, I want to be presentable, right? I want to show off the fruit of my labors. I want to be proud of the hard work I've put in To show you what you guys have done to me. Right? So I'm working very hard. Because I might not be impressive. And I probably won't be impressive. But I would like to be acceptably average to the point where I'm not like Tofia Chu or something, you know? Your face, Midas. Calm down. Info Midas is actually not too much of a woman to see it. Okay, I'll tell you a little bit of a secret. Okay? About women. Most women are actually incredibly aware of how they actually look. Like, they will say one thing or say another thing to get what they want, but they are typically very, very aware of where they lay on the scale, even if they act delusional. That part of that is like just like an ego or a confidence thing, but like women that say that they are 10s when they are 6s know that they are 6s. There is no beating around the bush, even if people have lied to them their whole lives. And women that know that they are 10s but say that they are 5, 6, or 7s are being humble. And they are typically women that are 9s or 10s that say that they are 6 or 7s are probably some of the least annoying people I know. People that are 5s or 6s that say they're 10s, I hate them. I hate them so much. I fucking can't handle them, right? And then there's those of us that are sub 5. Those of us that are sub 5, some of us are delusional. Some of us are coping. And a lot of us are just like, you know what, fuck it. We bite the bullet. We accept things for what they are. You know? I think at the end of the day, though, even the ones that are super hyper delusional, they're either a little bit like dysphoric in, not like in a gender way, but like in a they can't physically recognize their own body kind of way. Like, because there's just dysmorphia. Like, not in like, I'm gonna kill myself because I'm so fat or so thin way, or because I'm the wrong gender kind of way, but like dysmorphia in the, I look in the mirror and my brain can't physically compute with what I'm seeing because it's used to something else. So a skinny person will physically be unable to see themselves as anything but super morbidly obese, and vice versa, because the opposite of it does exist. I think that does genuinely exist in women. But to a degree, even people with dysmorphic tendencies do actually understand there is a reality they're denying. It's a very touchy, complex subject, right? I don't think I have a dysmorphia issue in that sense, though. I think I'm pretty grounded in reality. Somebody pay Midas to do jumping jacks. Unironically, you will hear loud thumping because my weight will hit the floor. Body feeling building always feels too small. I've never met a single person who knows how good they look because they have their own scale in their heads. There's a lot of complex emotional topics on that. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I won't speak with authority on these things because at the end of the day, I'm not an authority on these things. Everything I say here is just from my very limited, constrained existence where I live. So I could be entirely wrong with everything, but that's my disclaimer. I feel like I'm in the right about everything, but I'm also not as delusional as to think that my experience is the only one out there. How much for you to do jumping jacks? No! You want me to cough up a lung? But thank you for the $9.99, NX, somebody. Enough. Enough what, Vindico? Based off of NX somebody. Just 5 minutes, Midas. Have you ever eaten a fried sando, Mid? A fried sandwich? That sounds so violently American. The whole idea of putting points to beauty is... I mean... Here's the thing. Couch potato, anorexic, Mike. Shut the fuck up. I don't think putting points to beauty is stupid. I think it's unfortunate, but I think that it has a lot to do with just base human instinct, right? Because a lot of our beauty standards come from evolutionary things, right? That doesn't make it bad or good. Like, a lot of women like really tall men because, you know, meant that they were good hunters. Like, historically, you know? Like strong men because they were good hunters. A lot of men like women with wide hips and large busts. Not because that's the sexiest thing around, because some people that's, you know, different, but like evolutionarily, that just means that they do a really good job at giving birth to children and keeping the children healthy. Like that's like a thing that people gravitate towards, right? And I mean, there's variations all around, but with that as the baseline, and then ever-changing fashion standards and state of the world, scales for beauty change over time, and people place themselves however they do, within their limited knowledge of the standard that they so live within. Your voice is really nice, though, Midas, and I respect the hell out of you for putting yourself out there. And the chat has left, and I cannot... Okay, where's the message? Put yourself out there. It means a lot to see you talk about this stuff, honestly, and that's really beautiful. There are basically two scores. The objective one, which is the baseline, then comes the subjective one, taste, which adds or subtracts according to the person. I'm weird in this regard because everyone loves Scarlett Johansson as peak beauty, but she always seemed kind of average pretty in my eyes. Again, like, that's subjective, and... Yeah. Midas can now consume all the whey protein powder she wants. I'm not trying to lift. I'm not trying to get gains. I'm trying to get losses. Fuck all this exercise talk, boss. Practice marksmanship with crossbows instead. I got that crossbow. Let me catch up on the Twitch side of things real quick. Furnace, resub for 7 months with tier 1. Been subbed for 9 months. Hey there, Midas. Hey there, Furnace. Star Jeffrey, thank you for the follow. Sokuri, thank you for the follow. Jacked Midas, can you imagine me buff? We all good? I just joined. Oh yeah, no, we're doing great. We're just stargazing. Midas built like a mountain troll. Walking is an incredible calorie burner, unironically. Yeah, I've been going on walks daily. Well, I've been trying to. Last little while, I've been very sick, and I was bedbound for like a week straight. Had to cancel a collab I was really looking forward to last week. I need to reschedule it still. Midas, I still can't find Orion's belt. It's because I stole it. Can't keep your pants up without the belt, Orion. You want this body shape, right? It can be attained with tons of leg day. Just want that Majima build, TBH. Honestly, Vinyl? Very fair. Very fair. Honestly, I kind of thought you were jacked already. Ah, that's somebody who's only... that's somebody who's behind on their lore on the crowbar video. That's really funny. It's so funny to me how many of you... I've told the truth about that the quote unquote body reveal video multiple times, but people still seem to miss it. You guys remember Sisyphus? You know, the sister of mine that's very outdoorsy and does taxidermy for a hobby? One who's a little bit shorter than me? The one that's very buff? The one that looks like a supermodel. Who do you think was holding the camera for that video? Yeah, no, there was 2 windows. I got to smash one off screen, but I was like, okay. At this point, I was like, fuck, I can't show everybody my body because I'm disgusting. I'm massive and I'm hideous. And my arms look like big balloons. 4chan will have a field day adding me to the list of hideous fatties, right? And I was just like, my sister had just come home from her, from working, like, out in the forest because she was doing tree planting, and so she was really jacked, and I'm like, oh my god, Sisyphus, would you like to do this with me? And she said, only if you make me a rabbit mask. And so I made her the rabbit mask. And so it's just like, look, you've got the ideal body. You've got the body that everybody thinks I have because of watching Midas. So can you be my body double for now while I try and get my shit together? And she was just like, do I get to use the crowbar? And I went, yes, you get to use the crowbar. And her eyes were like, she was so excited. I was excited. And we did have a second window, so I did get to smash a window with a crowbar, but she was like, jazzed. Anyway, and so I set her up with a bunny suit. We had to pin it on her because it was too loose. Made her the bunny helmet, and she smashed the window, and I actually was like dictating it. And I was like, okay, stand over there. Okay, I gotta get this shot. I felt like a movie director. It was really fun. And my mother kept running into the shot. She's like, I want to see what's going on. So, oh, and there goes one of my other nails. There we go. Anyway, and so my mother was kept getting in the shots. We kept having to shoo my mother away. Midas, right? Basically beating her off with a broomstick because she also wanted to just see what was going on. So it was staged per se, kind of. I mean, I still did end up breaking a window with a crowbar, but again, I didn't want to disappoint you guys. I was scared. I just started blowing up, and it was like, if they saw me looking like that at my heaviest for modern times, no, I'd rather just lie. Okay? I'd rather lie and have people think that I'm hot and compliment my sister. Oh, my sister was getting so many compliments. She was scrolling the comment section and going, ha, look at this. They think I'm hot. I had other content creators contacting me and going, whoa, I didn't know that you were actually hot. To which I went, I'm not. I'm not. That's my sister. And so this was back when I was still actively collaborating with Evanito. And Evanito saw the crowbar video, and he went into my DMs. And he started trying to riz me. Because he thought I was hot. To which I said, so I let him do his thing for a while, and I'm like, okay. And then I did the equivalent of digitally zooming in, and I said, oh, did you know that was a body double? That's my baby sister that you're lusting after, you sick freak. And he lost his goddamn mind. He went crazy. He jumped out of the DMs like he was escaping a 9-alarm fire. Oh, it was so good. I love trolling I love trolling him. Howard should have doubled down. I'm not going to... I don't want to date. That scares me. But least of all, a content creator. If it had been my body, I would have been so fucking uncomfortable because I just don't like being flirted with. Like, not in that way, right? Like, that's just... It seems really weird. No, I'd rather troll the shit out of somebody who's... No. And here's the thing. If it had been anybody but Evanito, I probably would have let them down a little nicer. I just like torturing him specifically. Kind of like, I have a few people that I like to troll. Okay, I have a few people I love to troll because their reactions are very good. But if it was just like a typical person who was being very genuine and sweet and reaching out and trying to compliment, I try not to actually be that much of a dick because I know how much, like, how scary it is to, you know, approach somebody in a nice kind of way. If somebody legitimately thought that I was that attractive, like my sister, then I would have been nice. I would have said thank you very much, accepted the compliment. You know, said good job for shooting your shot, let them down gently, then pass the compliment on to my sister, right? Because it's her compliment. But no. There's like 3 people that I like to torture, and Evan is one of them. No. I mean, you'll eventually find someone to settle with, though. I am highly unpleasant. And I have my own issues. I think even if I was approached in a genuine way where I felt like maybe this could work, this could be the one, I'd still turn it down. Because I'm not there yet. I don't want to subject myself to myself, right? Why would I subject anyone else to myself? I would be lying to them, right? I was straight up deceptive because maybe I don't know, I tricked them by being nice or something, you know, just... Like... I don't know, I've seen too many people in my own personal life that have the same kind of problems I have, and later down the line, they talk about how if they had known that their spouse had my issues, this is not, like, this is normal lore, but I'm diagnosed borderline personality disorder, right? And I have been since a little kid, like, not like the trendy, modern, like, I've been diagnosed since 2 years ago because of TikTok, and then I went to go get it, so I've been, like, dumb shit, right? No, like, I've actually openly had this diagnosis for a very long time, right? And it's one of those things where it's scary, right? It's hard to control your reaction to things. You can train yourself to mitigate it, but, like, even if I found the best person in the whole wide world, I know that I would fuck it up. I know that I would hurt them. I know that I would damage them. So I would rather, if I found the world's most perfect person, if I fell in love with somebody, like, genuinely allowed myself to feel like I was falling in love with somebody, the only responsible thing for me to do would be to try and set them up with somebody else. That is the only responsible thing I can do. I will probably never, ever get married. I'll never romance anybody on purpose. I won't try to anyway. And I don't think relationships are something that I can reasonably do because, again, it's just like the fear of flying off the handle and, like, causing significant emotional and physical distress. It's hard enough to control when I'm not, like, you know, dating someone. I can't imagine, right? Never say never, you can change faster than you think. It's one of those things. Okay, here's the thing. So borderline personality disorder is one of those things where it's like a physical thing with your brain. It's not like a... how do I put it? It is literally the shape of the front of your brain. You can't really fix it. You kind of have it for your whole life. Some people develop it through severe trauma and stress going through war. It physically alters the shape of their brain forever. But a lot of times it is actually hereditary. I have it because my father has it. And then my father has it because my grandfather has it. It's really weird because it usually is only prevalent in females. So them both having it means that it's very fucking severe. But again, it's one of those things where you know that you have it from a very young age because you show signs of it. They take you to see specialists. They say, we can't technically diagnose you because you're underage, but we're like 99% sure you have it. You should get medicated. Parents refuse to medicate me. Instead, we go through behavioral therapists. As I get older, the behavior stayed the same. Finally get old enough, the actual diagnosis is secured, but my whole life it was like, yeah, no, you're this way, you're bad, you're wrong because you're borderline. All of your problems are because of this thing. You can't do anything because of this thing. And it's just like, you believe it, you know? And I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I have put holes through walls. There's a hole in the wall that I put there one Christmas because we had like black folding chairs. And one year I picked it up, and our walls are made of paper, like fucking drywall, right? And I don't remember what I was mad about, but I remember hulking this chair at the wall and one of the legs sticking in there. Yeah. No, I've had a lot of things like that. And a lot of the times, it's not like I'm actively choosing to do these bad things. It's more like the... You know, like adrenaline rushes you get when you're playing something, like watching or playing something scary? How your heartbeat automatically, like, kicks up and you feel maybe your muscles twitching, like you're really scared, you know? That kind of instinctual gut reaction you can't really control. It's kind of like that. It's like hard adrenaline rushes when you get angry and your vision kind of goes and you really can't control what you're doing. You say things that usually you would have time to think about beforehand. Your body kind of moves on its own and it just is trying to like decompress. Like how some abusive husbands will punch holes through walls, right? I just came onto stream. Is Midas having a therapy session? I have no idea. Wow, that's a sucky situation. I had an ex that was probably BBD, so I understand your decision on that. Just hope that you keep your mind open, though, even just a crack. Dr. Chat listening to Midas problems. Ah! Doesn't help that I'm laying down, though. No, I'm just trying to put it into perspective for you guys, okay? Like, why I actively don't seek romance. And why it's okay to not do that if you're self-aware enough. Like, if you guys have somebody in your life that's like this, or if you think that you're like this, that you're not an evil person. You're a little busted, but not beyond, you know, usefulness. There are other ways that you can fulfill yourself, other ways to live your life. I mean, romance is off the table for me, so I cope with just, like, horror or romance novels or, you know, living vicariously through others or trying to set other people up. Being a wingman is a very powerful position, you know. I'm evil. No, Poptar, I'm evil. I'm evil because I choose to be evil, okay? I'm a miserable creature. Every bad thing I do is by choice. No. Glad you find your own happiness on your own terms. It's taken a lifetime. It's taken a lifetime, Joe, but we're getting there. I have decided to become worse. Yes. It's the reason I got obsession with romance anime. Yeah. Just don't practice pushing people away. Tell them that you have these problems and decide. Look, it's one thing to tell people about these problems when it's like in an audience setting, when it's almost like glib, when it doesn't matter, when it's not attached to anything super emotional. But telling a person one-on-one, it feels much more intimate. And I think a lot of the times people who don't have this problem or haven't grown up with it or around it don't actually understand what it means, and they are not well equipped to handle it. And I think that even if you tell them, it's still cruel to put them through that. Girlfriend is BPD. I cope having learned to let things bounce off. Her therapy is up to 10, but yeah, shit happens. Yeah, Osama being chilling. I feel utmost sympathy for you. I know exactly what it means. Yeah, Xander. But there's a possible hypothetical where it's possible, right? Even if it's not likely. My parents are happily married. They have been for way too many years. But my mother has often said that if she knew that my father was borderline when they were dating, because she didn't, he was very good at controlling himself, that she wouldn't have married him. Straight up. Right? Normal people are not equipped for that. And she probably has her own set of earned disorders because of life with him. And I just look at that and I go, oh, I don't want to trick someone like my mother got tricked. Right? That would be the most horrible, irresponsible thing. Glad the marriage survived RNG. Oh, it's entirely because they're Orthodox and just divorce is not a thing in Orthodoxy. And you know what? They love us and we love them and they make it work. It fast became not about romance, more about like, all right, we're both got a game plan this, you know? Imagine a world without Midas. It's that one meme in The Simpsons where the lawyer is saying, imagine a world without lawyers, and it's all sunshine and rainbows and everybody linking arms and skipping in a circle with Jesus, and then he shudders. They locked in, kind of respect it. Yeah, no, it was one of those things where it's just like, you know what? This isn't perfect, but what else is there? We're not, like, beating the shit out of each other, so let's just make it work. And they did. I find myself very lucky, honestly, that my parents are not divorced and that they found a way to keep themselves together. Because I know so many people who have way less severe issues that have divorced parents and are very sad and miserable and have just, you know, the baggage that comes with that and the extended family that comes with that. I do count my blessings and I do appreciate what I have. And I do love them a lot for it. Don't want to put someone through that, yeah, but I've been a positive. Nah, lucky shot. I like the fact that you shared this kind of info as a way to teach us how to cope and feel better, because they are not that low. I mean, I feel I'm lucky that my parents are happily married. I feel bad for those with divorced parents. Midas, how do you feel about adoption, both in general and for you personally? I think in general it's good. I think it's very good in general because, like, at least in a system where it's not corrupted and highly damaged and abused, it allows for second chances, both for potentially maybe parents that can't give birth, or for the children that lost their parents, be it through bad drug habits or premature deaths or whatnot. Nobody should be alone. Parents that are good parents should be able to raise children, and children shouldn't ever have to face this horrible cold world on their own. Now, personally, if I ever had kids, they would be adopted. Because then I could, like, guarantee that if they have any problems mentally, that they're at least not mine, right? Like, it's not my direct fault that they are the way they are. Like, if I adopted somebody that had borderline personality disorder, I could help them work through it, but also I know that they would never resent me for being the reason they have it. Mm-hmm. I think if I had a kid and they had the same problems I had, like if I physically gave birth to one, first of all, never doing that shit. That shit, it makes me physically ill thinking about the idea of pregnancy and giving birth. That you guys wanted to talk about icks? I have icks about myself that it makes me viscerally like I feel the blood draining out of my face when I think about it. But like, if there was kids in my life, I think I'd want them to be adopted. Feel the same for me. I have epilepsy and I don't want to pass that down. Yeah. You gaslight the fuck out of your kid. That's crazy. Hey, Midas, what are some cool ant tips? Might be one soon. Want to be ready to be the best like you. Cool ant tips. Have a shelf of ceramic things. It doesn't matter what the thing is, but it has to be the same thing. Like a shelf of ceramic clowns, or of ceramic cats, or of ceramic, I don't know, vegetables or something, right? Have one shelf. That'll be a good talking point. Also, figure out what the kids' allergies are really early on, so that when they come, you always have a snack prepped that they can eat and really enjoy that they can't get at their parents' house. Like, I have nieces that are lactose intolerant, so I make sure that I have like coconut milk ice cream that they can have. And I have one niece that is gluten free. She cannot have gluten. She's celiac. It fucks with her real bad. And I have another niece that can't have citrus because it's the same thing. And so knowing their dietary requirements makes you really cool. It's always really fun to, even if you know what they're talking about, pretend that you don't, because it pisses them off a little bit. Like, for example, if one of them's just like, oh, do you know what Barbie is? You go, whoa, Barbie, is that like some sort of like cooking utensil? No, like the cartoon. Oh, you mean like Batman? You know, that shit's hilarious. I love doing that. You'll also love doing that. Yes. If your nieces or nephews are being raised multilingual, like you've got they're learning in both languages, try to learn a little bit in their second language. Even if you're not going to use it all the time, they'll feel very special. Like a bunch of my nieces are growing up learning both English and Tagalog. So I'm doing my best to like at least be able to like read their Tagalog storybooks, even if I'm not very good at it. Because then they can giggle at my pronunciation of words, right? But also that means that you can interact with them in another kind of way that's very personal to them, and they will appreciate it. Philippine mention? Yeah! Yeah! Pinoy! Yeah. What? The fuck is Tagalog? Yeah. Yeah, that's You have big extended family? Yes. Wait till you're 35 plus, you'll gain the power to misuse slang and lingo in a way that makes teenagers cringe hardcore. It's great. Oh no, I'm 20. How old am I? What year is it? It's 2025, right? I'm 26. I'm 26 and I already have that power. It's not Tagalog. It's Tagalog. Like tug. Like I'm tugging my beanor. Log. Tagalog. Filipino families are gigantic. My generational one was 26 kids across my dad's family, 6 brothers. Specifically, if your nieces or nephews are even partially Filipina, get really good at karaoke because you're going to be exposed to a lot of that. I can never say that word. No, I can't do it. get into a really niche hobby, like trains or something. Like, you become the cool aunt or uncle if you have one very specific quirk about you. Consider yourself like a VTuber, okay? What's your one quirk as a VTuber, right? Mine is like, I'm kind of like this kind of spy, right? Right? Some people are really into trains or airplanes, right? If your niece and nephew is going to visit you, what are they going to remember from your visit, right? For me, they're going to remember, oh, you're the auntie that does all the anime stuff. You have the really cool digital puppets. I have special VTuber models that I've made for when my nieces and nephews visit that they get to play with. It kind of, because they're kind of like Barbie dolls in a way, right? They don't get to see my actual shit. No, these are purposely made just so that they can play with them, right? And so I'm remembered as the anime creature, right? Yeah. And I know that when I was growing up, I had an uncle whose whole thing was just like, collected really specific plants. And so whenever you would go to his place, there was just like a shit ton of all sorts of foliage everywhere, and he would excitedly point out all this foliage. And I wasn't really interested in foliage, but he was very excited about it, so I would always remember him as that. Or my favorite aunt, the cool aunt for me, I almost said her name out loud. She lived on the farm. She's the one with the electric fence. And she would always let us play with the animals. And her thing was that she had these really scary dogs, and that she had horses, and that she was really passionate about animals, right? And so, while I'm not as passionate about animals, that always stuck in my mind. So, to be the cool auntie or uncle, have one thing you're very passionate about. Have one thing you're passionate about. If you don't have so many nieces and nephews where you lose count, learn their allergies. Yeah. And if they're speaking multiple languages, try to at least learn 1 or 2 words in it, or at the very least learn how to pronunciate certain things so that even if communication can't be established, they at least feel like they live, like, you know, that they're attached to you in some way. Top 10 Midas near misses. What the fuck does that mean? My goal is to be the weird uncle with the muscle car. I have succeeded in that. Hell yeah! You'll be remembered as the based one. You see those memes that keep hitting my feed? I'm sure they're hitting your feed too, where it's the guy pulling up and the caption, he's pulling up in the vehicle. It's usually Ryan Gosling. The caption is how it feels to know that you are now the racist uncle at the family gathering. For posterity, I am not the racist uncle at the family gathering, but I do have a brother that suits, so I always send that to him, and he finds it hilarious. You have not been getting those? Oh. It cracks me up. You the wine auntie of the family? I'm the... I do the hard liquor. Cool uncle that always has ice cream and takes them out plinking. Pretty good spot. Only 7 so far. Easy to manage. Nice. Thank you, Midas. I'll try my best to be the best Tio ever. My goal is to be the uncle that teaches the nieces and nephews to look up the stars and question everything. Oh, hell yeah, Corm. Now, if any of you end up being the crazy conspiracy theorist aunt or uncle, let me know, because that's pretty baller. Got any advice for a young man stuck between childhood and adulthood and terrified about it? Even general advice would be nice. Jack off less. Genuinely, like, even though you might feel like it's a good way to pass the time and it gives you hits of dopamine, just jack off less. That way, when you do jack off, it's better. like long term, like just better sessions. And even if you feel like it's impossible to get a hobby, pick one arbitrarily and commit yourself to it. Trust me, it'll make you a better person. Even if you're only half-heartedly into it, just pick any fucking hobby. Be it music, be it art, be it stamp collecting, be it like forgery, be it building custom weapons, be it obsessively reading TV guides from the 80s. Just like pick one thing. Don't make it your personality, but force yourself to get into it. And you'll learn things about yourself along the way. Maybe you'll find other passions that you're actually really into and you'll branch off into that. But I think that's the most important thing you can do, is to force yourself to be obsessed with one thing. Forgery is a hobby. What? I said what I said. My mother's very into forgery. Stop watching porn, guys. I mean, I didn't say that. It's impossible to stop watching it if you're addicted to it. But watch quality stuff and watch less of it. Okay? Treat yourself better. You deserve the finer things in life. But if you obsess over one thing, when do you sleep? Obsess over sleep. Now, what other advice would I give to young people? As the resident old auntie, I guess technically, oh god, I am in the position of the old auntie. Alright. Consume less porn, but better stuff. Jack off less. I mean, there's the typical diet and exercise thing, but that really falls on deaf ears when I myself am still trying to do that myself, right? If you never did a sport, you never did an instrument. It's hard to pick one up from square one. I will say, I regret never, ever, ever doing the violin as a teen. I really wanted to. But even though I hate the time I did, spent doing piano, and it was awful every moment of it, and my hand was forced to do it, I really, really, really do appreciate that. Even though it was not a hobby that I had by choice, I picked up a valuable skill. And I can use it as a talking point in the future. I can use it when composing music. Get obsessed over things, even if it's a fake obsession. Ask Uruka to collab and teach you. Who's Uruka? The finer things like drowning in girl. Shut up, hombre. Shut up right now, you motherfucker. Haruka v Shoujo. Face Connect Blue Bear. Oh, that's her name. Oh. As an Asian who played violin 12 years, you don't miss out on much. In my opinion, piano is much better. Face Connect and Midas collab would go crazy. Let me look up Uruka on Twitter right now. Low-key my ideal tomboy. She's great. I do love tomboys. Let's look her up on Twitter right now. I'm curious to see what she's all about. Should I tweet at her right now? Uruka. Face can. Oh, there we go. Oh, she just pops up. What the fuck is that banner? Alright, let's give her a follow. Okay, she's currently live right now, so she won't see my tweet. But you know what? I'll grab her at. Let's make a tweet. Let's tweet at her, chat. Let's tweet at this absolute stranger. I love living life on the edge. Nah, straight to DMs. Oh, no, her DMs aren't open. Alright, at Fujikura Uruka. My chat is telling me you play violin. Help motherfucker out and teach me your ways in change, I'll give either piano or art lessons. How does that sound? Oh, I should probably put the ad at the end. There we go. Sweet. And post. That was fun. Don't die on screen, that's against 2. Shut the fuck up, all of you. Okay. At least die saying something funny, please? My god, can you imagine if I actually died while tweeting at her? Collab ambulance. That's so funny. I don't want to imagine that, to be honest. Here's the thing. This is pissing me off. I have pertussis right now, which is a whooping cough, okay? It sounds worse than it is. I'm genuinely fine. I'm just angry now. First time I join a Midas stream and she dies. Well, first of all, it's a broadcast, and second of all, how could you kill me like this, Game Boy boy? How could you kill me like this? Can we split your stuff if it happens on stream? I mean, sure. Ah. Coughing ass baby. Shut the fuck up, Lucid Dwarf. And each cough is another piece of her lungs. I'll kill Midas. You're so mean to me. How many more weeks of whooping cough do we go? Well, I'm on week 4 of 12, theoretically. And it'll only get worse before it gets better. So, this time next week, I probably will sound either the same or worse. But, at least I'm past the stage where I'm falling asleep everywhere. Midas went back in time and caught whooping cough. It could meet me. No, it's not. Here's the thing about whooping cough. It's not eradicated. There is a vaccine against it, and it is mandatory for everyone in Canada to take it. But it only is effective for 10 years. Okay? And I have long since timed out of my 10-year vaccination for it. So when I went to the baptism that I was forced to go to, somebody else there had it. And I caught it. That's it. Now, remix those coughing, make a remix using those coughing sounds. If you guys make a remix using my coughing sounds, I will find you. I will come to your house. I will bust through your window, and I will strangle you. Anyway, nice thing about having whooping cough, though, is that you can have it in your life only once. It's one of those things where you vaccinate for it, you have to keep vaccinating for it. But if you catch it, you're good. You don't ever catch it again. You're done. Sweet, I get to hear my cut. Oh, she sounded like she's about to kick the fucking bucket like a hag. Shut up, Blood Puma! Retrial ran out. Yeah. That a promise, boss. You all suck. Speaking of muscles, though. Yeah. after that video with, yeah, thank you, Umbre. I picked up the violin first time in 16 years to relearn because, oh, just to get cucked. Because you like it, just to get cucked. Damn. Unrelated note. Can I have the violin part sheet music for your intro song? I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Thing is that everything is MIDI, so I'd actually have to spend time printing the sheet music, or at the very least separating shit. And I mean, it's easy enough. It's not that hard, but I'd actually have to find time to do it. I'm surprised the whooping cough still exists. Oh yeah, no, it never went away. It's just called pertussis now. The official name is pertussis. Apparently, it's very, very bad right now, all over Canada and the States. Sheet music should be MIDI. Yeah, but I use BandLab, like, for that one specifically. So I don't know how to convert it from that MIDI to sheet music. Like, I'm sure there's an easy enough way to do it. Probably just a YouTube tutorial away. But I haven't done it before, so I'd actually have to figure it out. Girl, you okay? You sound like you were chugging. Lol. Do steam oil inhalations that are fucking blessing for respiratory shit. Fair enough. The cough that whoops you for a long time, especially when you're trying to drink. Doesn't Snatch already have a coughing video made? Could have sworn he made a compilation or something. Thank you for the 5 blood puma, but damn. What happens if you get whooping cough a second time? If you catch it a second time, you don't. Just genuinely, it's not a thing. Unless, like, you've got, like, AIDS. And I mean that genuinely. If you have AIDS, then you catch everything every single time. Because that's the danger of AIDS, is that you've got damaged immune system to the point where you can't save yourself. If you have AIDS, then you can catch whooping cough as many times as it's available. But aside from having that kind of immune system, no, typically you don't catch it a second time. I heard MuseScore 4 lets you write music sheets to convert them to MP3. Okay, but I wasn't using MuseScore. Reaper has music sheet option for MIDI, but I wasn't using Reaper! I was using BandLab! But what about second whooping cough, Lord of the Rings music? Look, I'll figure it out eventually, okay? It's on the list of things to do, but it's not a priority. Do you have one of those electric heat pads to heat only your torso without killing your head? I do. Makes it sound like you can grab a pack of whooping cough off a shelf. You get every DLC, Jesus Christ. I've always wondered what it'd be like to have a twin. I ask again, why BandLab? Because I like using BandLab. So AIDS and being ancient is the only way to get around too. Round 2, fight. Like my mother. My mother's getting pretty old, but she has her own problems with her heart and whatnot. But she actually got whooping cough when she was an infant. And she's been exposed to it this whole time. Like with me, right? And it's one of those things that if you're exposed to it, you do catch it, right? No, she isn't getting it. She does not have it. She would have been symptomatic by now. Yeah. I mean, steroids or radiation will allow you around 2 with most diseases. That's terrifying. Wait for whooping cough! Starting to realize how much of a miracle it is to exist right now. It's a miracle that any of us exist in the way that we do. Because only very specific circumstances lead to every single one of us being born the way that we were. Strong mom. I love my mom. I love my mother a lot. Have your mother invited the other kids to the street to play with you for inoculation? We had like 20 kids in town all together, and all of them hated me. None of them would show up to my birthday parties. And you know what? That's making a statement when there's only 20 kids in the whole town. Four billion years of evolution led to me watching silly virtual lady on the YouTube. Yeah. They could smell the mental illness. Oh, they didn't need to smell it. I was screaming from a mile away. I mean, apparently 5 seconds out of the womb, God said, nah, fuck this kid, and I immediately started jaundicing. Oh my god, we match! We're twinning! I'm yellow, you're yellow. To be fair, you're a menace. Thank you, I try. I miss Spy Kids. Like, original Spy Kids. Like, the first 3 Spy Kids movies. Game Over. Spy Kids Game Over gets a lot of flack, but unironically, it's probably my favorite. Just for how randomly, weirdly ambitious and batshit it was. It had no reason, no right to do any of what it did. And while objectively Spy Kids 2 was better than Spy Kids Game Over, Spy Kids Game Over is just my favorite. It had such a banger outro. Like, have you heard the outro for that one? Fucks. It fucks. And I have always liked the digital realm kind of stuff too. I loved the idea of being in a video game. Such a weird Tron-like optimistic point of view of VR and booting yourself into video games long before it was really realistic, you know? Spy Kids 3D is the one I watch. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Time to take it to the next level. You know what? I fucking want to watch that right now on Discord. I just want to do like a movie night on Discord with you guys and watch Spy Kids 3D. Grandpa, superpower crippled. Lamau. Love how one kid just shows up to die in the frog things, the monkey robots. Yeah. The guy! Guys, I would be the guy. I would be the guy. Thoughts on Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Oh, it's future-proof. It's future-proof. I liked Shark Boy and Lava Girl for its interesting backstory and charm. Because the director, he also did Spy Kids, but Shark Boy and Lava Girl specifically, you want to know who was on his writing team? You want to know? His children under the age of 10, his son and his daughter. He had them in the writing room, and he literally said, guys, what do you want in this movie? And they went crazy. And he did his best to try and match everything that they said. That's why the movie seems really weird and non-linear, because it's literally the fever dream of 2 children. Like, hope stream's going well. Posty! How's it going? Thank you for the 5. Posty has got a banger V-Roid design. Love purple. Yeah, no, Shark Boy and Lava Girl was... Kids loved it because kids made it. And it had like a banger director behind it, you know? Fun fact, Shark Boy later went on to go play Jacob in Twilight. Yeah, it's really strange that that was an early role of Taylor Lautner's and it was a singing role. I mean, I loved it, but like, hello? Good marketing strategy. Well, here's the thing. That was never put in the marketing. You only found out that his kids were involved if you watched the DVD extras, like on the special edition disc. Like, genuinely, that is the only way you would find out about it. And I remember finding out about it because, again, that was back during the era when DVD discs were cool and they had extras. As a kid, I remember watching and going, holy shit, why can't my parents be that cool and help me make a movie? Why can't my parents be the Spy Kid movie parents? You ever read Animorphs? No, I was too busy reading Artemis Fowl. Like the Japanese horror movie named House from the 70s, the director got help from his kid to write that movie. I know it's probably a proper movie, but I just can't read House without thinking House MD and thinking about all those batshit memes. I gotta watch House MD. It looks like the type of show I would really enjoy. I feel like I would be House in another universe. I was a Magic Treehouse reader. Okay, I was also a Magic Treehouse reader, to be fair. Are Discord streams even scheduled? Are they always Gorilla? They're always Gorilla. They are 100% always Gorilla. My parents skipped those extras and never saw them? Bruh. How comfy is it laying down in the car? I would love to chat like that. Oh, it's very comfy. Because your parents isn't Spy. Yes, Darkness, because my parents isn't Spy. This man needs mouse bites to live! You ever read Geronimo Stilton? No, I was never into that furry shit, even as a kid. The kids that read Geronimo Stilton always ended up being furries, and I could clock that shit a mile away. It always made me viscerally uncomfortable. The only thing even remotely close to that I liked was fucking, oh, what's it called? Not Rescue, but well, I did like Rescue Rangers. No, it was The Great Mouse Detective. Yes. The Mouse Sherlock Holmes movie. That was the only one. I am vexed. This vest vexes me. House MD is really good till it's the same trope over and over again. Look, I'm a simple creature. I like seeing the same thing over and over again. Plus, Spy is stressful jobs. That is true, Darkness. I am just straight up vexing it right now. Okay, furry. Could your parents be Templars? Yes. Probably. Yeah, I could see it. It's not lupus. It's never lupus. Great Mouse Detective mention. I liked Great Mouse Detective because it was a good Sherlock Holmes story, basically. And it had an interesting set dressing around it. But I always, in general, just kind of like good Sherlock stories. No, I do not like BBC Sherlock. Next question. I was a Homestuck person, personally. I was never into Super Wholock. Only very recently, due to the insistence of somebody, have I started watching a little bit of Doctor Who, and it's alright. It's not something to write home about, personally. Where is a VTuber model chilling right now? Oh, I'm on the back of a car. What do you think of Poirot? Oh, I fucking love Poirot. I have box DVD sets of the, not the most recent one, but the guy, the guy with the little mustache, the curly little mustache, and he's chubby, and he's awesome! I loved him. Watch all of Poirot with my mother. Allegedly, Shiori's from Advent father may have been a Mason. That's terrifying, and honestly makes me not want to be near Shiori Novella, because I'm terrified of the Freemasons. I'm terrified of the New World Order, okay? They will kill me. I will die via Freemason. What's Homestuck? Oh. I enjoyed a therapy session. Good night. Core of coughing, baby. Go away, J Phantom. This isn't a therapy session. We're just chatting. David Suchet? Yeah, I think that was it. The French guy. Dated a girl from the Freemason family once. Weirdness is real. Midas, you're already a Freemason. I better not be a Freemason. Kid to wear a padded suit? Really? Hmm. What are the numbers, Mason? What do they mean? Be honest, Midas, you wouldn't mind if Shiori sent you on your way. I have no idea what you're talking about. Shiori is cute, like you, Midas. Oh. Oh, no, Darkness. You are my one adorable viewer. The rest of you suck, but Darkness is very cute. Darkness, I think, is the only cute one out of everyone. Everyone else here, you suck. I hate all of you, but I like Darkness. Darkness is cute. I have family and friends who are Mason. Tank Pacer, thank you for the 5. I'm terrified of you. You will probably kill me. Thank you, Midas. We all say in unison. You know, Alex Mason took out JFK. That's crazy. Well, I never. Okay, not smiling. What did I do? You're acting like this is a surprise. LMAO vinyl. Hey, I hate me too. No, no. Vinyl is an elevated being, okay? First time I reach a Midas stream, she says I suck? It's because you're not my one and only cute viewer, Darkness. Watch out, Midas is saw Mason going behind you. Where? Where? Why do you hate me? I just got you. Y'all are taking this way too personally. People hate the Freemasons because they didn't get destroyed like the rest of the gentleman clubs. I hate them because I've been very much so deeply integrated into every single conspiracy theory around growing up. And I've only heard scary, sketchy shit about the Freemasons. Speaking of Midas hating me. Have a good one, Des. Did I do something wrong? Darkness, I'm talking about you being the good one. You did... Okay, whatever. That's fine. Wait, I thought the Masons were like a sorority fraternity? You ever hear of the New World Order? You're making Darkness cry. Why am I making Darkness cry? This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Darkness is the cutest, not the smartest. No, Darkness is cute and smart. Don't you insult my chat Oshi, okay? Darkness is my chat Oshi. You know how y'all have VTuber Oshis? I have chat Oshis, okay? And Darkness is my chat Oshi. I see Darkness in chat and I go, hell yeah. You go, you funky little Darkness. Anyway, I'm joking, by the way, when I say Freemasons and New World Order. I may be cooked, but I'm not that cooked. Don't come for me, okay? It's parasocial, ew. Shut up, Lucid. How could you, boss? Vinyl. You chat Kamiyoshi. Everyone else sucks. Mods ban Midas? Thanks. Raj, oh my god, all of you. So sensitive. Sensitive. But what if a whore a maid dress? Secret societies fell off hard. We don't have the Illuminati or the Freemasons. Now we have the Seminole Order of Ligma Sigma Chads or whatever. Exactly. Night, big gigantus. Sleep well, Joe. I'm about to look up how to be a professional hater. Look, that's my shtick. Go be a professional in something else. I'm all about hating everybody that doesn't deserve it. After I just spent my money with buying, I should advertise your gamer subs code with damn. Alright. Come here, chat. I guess you are my little pog champ. Alright, you want to be beloved so badly. Climb in my mouth. Did not bore my checklist for today's stream, to be honest. It's so dirty, you know, what the fuck? What do you mean, what the fuck? I brush my teeth. Why does it smell like Pixie? Kill yourself. I think we lost toast down there. Look, I gotta keep you on your toes, okay? I gotta keep you on your toes. Why do I smell onions? Epstein-sama. Don't look at me. Not in this disgraceful position. Ah. I have a horrible feeling that's going to be clipped, and it's going to circulate, and it's going to cause me no end of grief. I regret saying it. Thank you, 30K, for the 5 gifted memberships. What must I am, Fisher Price? Well, you haven't been canceled in a bit, so... Look, the only thing that gets me canceled, apparently, is claiming that I'm a woman. Apparently on Twitter. Regret nothing. You're right, I won't regret anything. Yeah, because women don't exist. You're a woman? Can't believe I got duped. Bosses are women. I'm sorry that I had to find out this way. Midas is of the non-existent gender. I'm just surprised you haven't coughed yet. But where have you been? More ships were then More ships than were stuck in the Suez. That's crazy. What alt tech are you going to use for the syndicate to regroup? I'm not sure what you mean by that. It's so funny considering the unhinged stuff you said on past streams and shorts. S-Man, never mind, just found out you were a girl. Shut up, S-Man! Whenever the woman joke comes up, I always think that Mulan meme that said, wait, you're actually a chick? I thought you were a clumsy femboy. But yeah, no. S-Man, Vinyl, all of you, so cheeky. Whammon, on our Freemasons Minecraft server? VR chat meetup when? I mean, I did get it to work, so... Would you guys actually genuinely want to do a VR chat meetup? Gotta go. Good luck, Midas. If the Artemis Fowl movie rights were up on the market, would you be crowdfunding to get them? Oh, in a fucking heartbeat, Praj. In a goddamn heartbeat. If the rights for the movie were on the market and it was under $1 million, I would be crowdfunding so goddamn fast. Like, you have no idea. Hi, Queen Midos. How are you doing? What are you talking about? I'm talking about VR chat meetups and buying out the rights to the Artemis Fowl movie. I think if I was going to do a VR chat meetup, you guys would find out via Twitter post and via Discord message. Would have gotten the VR headset with my TF2 hat that was worth $900, but I was missing another $300 for the Steam Valve headset. I'd let a friend spend all that money instead. Fair enough. I mean, VR chat, you don't need VR to participate. You can participate on desktop. Like, it's not a VR game. It is mostly set up for people with VR, but you can run around like it's a typical first-person run-around game. Syndicate VR chat world would be better. I actually was thinking about that. But yeah. Don't know where the Discord is? Probably a membership thing? No, it's not a membership thing. It is literally just /for Midas. Like, literally, just the LMG. Could you please drop the link to the Discord? I don't have a bot set up for it. If it's not in chat in a few minutes, I'll post it myself. Still don't believe you can play it without VR device. Yeah, Darkness, you can. Like, straight up. Like, by default, open it on Steam. Go on Steam. WASD. Mouse. Like, it is genuinely played like any other first-person video game. Try it. Trust me. No setup required. Really easy. Really fun. You'll like it. Thank you, LMG. And they're adding webcam webcam and hand, like, for a hand and face tracking. It's actually already in the game if you have the premium version of it. I don't have it, but Bomi has it. And I saw her using the webcam tracking, and it's phenomenal. Genuinely, it has me considering. Hi, Midas. How are you doing tonight? I'm doing all right. How many nails do I have left? I have 3 fingernails left. Chat, should I rip them off? Slight smile again. What slight smile? Like, I can do kind of a smile. Ow, 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 ow. Ah! Fake nails, yes. Webcam tracking works. No need for weird iPhone setup or headsets. Webcam tracking does work for VR Chat Plus if you buy it. But regular VR Chat, you still have to do other regular tracking setups. Shout out myself real quick. Yes. Let's yeah, sure. Shout out LMG real quick. I have no idea why, but, like, I'm always down to shout out LMG. Who is your dream collab? Hatsune Miku or Nicolas Cage? For VTuber, though? Usan. I love Unnamed / Usan. They are my Kami Oshi. They inspire me so much in everything I do. Didn't go off as much as I expected. Thought it was Neuro. Neuro is up there. Neuro is one of my big Oshis, and Neuro I would also consider a dream collab. But like, you could have like 5 or 6 dreams, right? If I was to think of like top of the 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 food chain for me in my brain, it would be Usopp, because they're my Kamiyoshi. Other contenders up there would be Ubu to Owo, would be Neurosama, would be any of the Avalon boys. I think I would. I've striked off all the Hololive girls off of my dream collab list because I'm a bit too incendiary, and they would never collab with someone like me. Which do you prefer, Nero or Evo Nero? I like both, but I love Evo Nero. Evil Nero, she has a place in my heart. She's so charming. Nero would include Beetle, and I'm not sure you would mesh well with him. I genuinely think we would. I think we would hit it off. I think he's actually kind of cute. In like a nerd kind of way. In a way where I can bully someone. What about a Hololive post-graduation? That's crazy. I'm gonna say something a little controversial. Rushia. I'd like to collaborate with Rushia. Can watch the whole stream now. Got inmates to keep in line for the next 8 hours. I'll catch a full one stream eventually. Good night, Golden One. Thank you for 5. Have a good one. Good luck. With Russia? No. Rushia. The ex-Hololive talent. You know, Mike... Is it Mike Neko now? Pretty sure it's Mike Neko now. I feel like she would cause a little bit too much trouble for me, but... I don't know, it's just this insatiable curiosity to figure out, you know? Yeah, okay, so it is Mike Neko, aka Michael Lama, the crazy girlfriend. Isn't Beetle too buff to be considered a femboy, or is that just a rumor? Rumors aside, you know. You! Worried about trouble! Trouble's my middle name. It's what I call my third leg. What do you like about being an entertainer? Did you always want to do it or fell into it? I always wanted to be a clown growing up. For a short period of time anyway, up until I was about 16. I wanted to train to be a circus clown. Yeah. I thought your middle name was Of. I listened to Mafu Mafu back when Suzumu was around. You know who Suzumu was? No, I don't. Didn't Videl get folded? That's why people make the femboy joke. Wow. Who's Rushia? Rushia used to be a talent for Hololive that her whole shtick was a bit like a bit yandere. And she did some GFE content, and she went off the fucking deep end. She crashed out. It was a very big drama, and now she's currently streaming as Mikeneko, which is just a pink version of her old avatar. Vito got judo flipped by Philly, so they labeled him as a femboy. Oh, that's beautiful. Very careful with his words, which adds to the femboy allegations. The way I see it, it's cold hard business. He's admitted as much. Things will kept you sniped, guys. Thank you, Para. Either way, Beetle seems really cool. Wouldn't call him a femboy, but if he is, hey, he'd make a cute one. I personally think he's more of just like he's got that twink programmer riz, you know? I don't think, like, I know that a lot of programmers are femboys, but I don't think he's one of them. I think if anything, he's the type that would probably be really into airplanes and trains. Yes. Juniper would be a menace towards femboys. Is that the moth VTuber? It's getting late. Have a good one, Lucid. Enjoy the rest of the stream chat. The monster moth one. Oh yeah, she's hot. Videl. Let us skin darkness alive, be part of darkness, so Midas will love all of us. Leave darkness alone! That's autism, Midas. Now. Coworker who programs kind of talks like Beetle and he's a gay twink. Okay, the plot twist of Beetle secretly being gay would kind of be iconic, really. Midas, favorite bug? Probably... I don't know. Maybe a grasshopper? I haven't really thought about my favorite bug for a long time. Say, when did we start saying femboy instead of trap? Because femboy and trap are different things. Femboy, you are still very much so clockable as a guy, to a degree. You can be a femboy and a trap, but it isn't mutually exclusive. Traps, you genuinely, even if you're a guy and you represent yourself as a guy, you look female to the point where you confuse people. That's why you are a trap. You are trapping people. Whereas femboy, you are still very openly a guy. You represent yourself as a guy, and people can tell you're a guy, even if you're hyper feminine. And you dress like a girl, hyper feminized. Like, it's a very, like, subtle difference, but there is a difference. Ever hear of a bomb beetle? No, I haven't. I think stag beetles are cool. Oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, they got these really big-ass pictures. Off to work now. Have a good one, everyone. Love the broadcast. Thank you, Jade. Have a good work. Femboys just come off as gay, but they're still straight somehow. I have never... Like, and maybe I've seen bisexual femboys, but I've never met a straight femboy. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Hi, Midas, how's it going? Hey, Gambit, it's going alright. How's it going? And thank you, LMG. I have an acid projectile. It's the coolest thing ever. Oh, really? I'll have to look into it. Femboy is a feminine boy, and trap is someone you think is a girl, but male. Kind of obvious. It's in the names, buzzword, brain go. Yeah, no, it is what it is. Tile. Let's catch up on supers real quick. I think we're starting to wear down on time a little bit, just physically. If you still need help with camera stuff, I'm still to help in VRC. Hell yeah, White Ghost. Hell yeah. Thank you for the $9.99. You need to definitely... I need to figure out why my VR headset did that during the last Syndicast, because that was really freaky, and it was really weird. And Razor X, thank you for the 1 gifted members. Birch at Meetup when? Birch? Are you trying to say church? Church at Meetup? We're not having church at the Meetup. And again, thank you, White Ghost. Like, am I missing anything? Looking a little discombobulated there. Yes, Kodo the Fox. I think so too. Your dad entered a pissing contest. Did he win? Yes, he won. If you get any whiter, you'll vanish into thin air. Maybe that's the plan. Trying to go ghost. All right. Why did you tell Dick Cheney to tell Bush to invade Iraq in 2003? For my own sick and twisted pleasure. For my own entertainment. Alright. Alright, chat. I think that about does it. What do you think? I think. Oh, and I hear myself twice. Go pre-order a wiggle pin. Go pre-order a wiggle pin and wiggle with me. Add me to your eat-a bag. Add me to your eat-a bag. I'm putting together a Syndicast limited time cup soon, so that should be dropping sometime this week. Hopefully. So keep an eye out for that. Double this. Yeah. Ayumi is live right now. Oh, and Honi is live right now. Oh no, and Apollo is live. There's so many people. Everyone's live. Oh no. You know what? I'll send Twitch chat to Ayumi. And I'll send YouTube chat to Honi. Raid? Everybody give Ayumi a big ouch Midas. Give her a big smooch from me. Okay. And on the YouTube side, let's open up Huni. Now this is a Twitch link, unfortunately, because she's not restreaming on YouTube. But here's Huni. Go copy and paste and give her some love. She's a very sweet puppy girl, and I think she's neat. Give her a good old-fashioned ouch Midas from me. Alright. And we are rating. 3, 2, 1.